Anna, a bright-eyed traveler with a hunger for new experiences, touched down in Copenhagen, eager to immerse herself in Danish culture. She had always dreamed of visiting the Scandinavian gem, known for its rich history, stunning architecture, and of course its world-renowned culinary scene. Her senses were immediately captivated by the city's charm. Colorful buildings lining the canals, the scent of freshly baked bread, and the lively chatter of locals. The vibrant atmosphere was a feast for the eyes and ears, setting the perfect stage for her culinary adventure. But what truly excited Anna was the prospect of exploring Denmark's culinary scene. She had read countless articles and watched numerous shows about the innovative and traditional dishes that made Danish cuisine so unique. She had heard tales of hearty meals, delicate pastries, and innovative dishes that redefined Nordic cuisine. The thought of tasting these culinary masterpieces made her mouth water with anticipation. With a rumbling stomach and a heart full of anticipation, Anna embarked on her Danish food adventure. She was determined to try everything from street food to fine dining, leaving no stone unturned in her quest for the ultimate Danish culinary experience. The cobblestone streets led her through the heart of the city, past cozy cafes and bustling restaurants. Each step brought her closer to the culinary delights she had been dreaming of. Each window displayed tempting treats, from open-faced sandwiches piled high with colorful toppings to artfully crafted pastries. The variety and creativity of the displays were a testament to the city's rich culinary heritage. Anna's journey was just beginning, and she knew that each bite would be a delicious discovery. She couldn't wait to sample the flavors that made Danish cuisine so special. The promise of culinary delights awaited her around every corner. From street vendors to high-end restaurants, Copenhagen was a food lover's paradise. Anna couldn't wait to dive in and savor the flavors of Denmark. She was ready to experience the city's culinary wonders firsthand. Anna, armed with her appetite and a guidebook, set off to uncover Copenhagen's culinary treasures. She had meticulously planned her itinerary, ensuring she would visit all the must-try spots. First on her list was a taste of Denmark's iconic open-faced sandwiches, smørrebrød. These beautifully arranged sandwiches were a staple of Danish cuisine, and Anna was eager to try them. With a map in hand, she navigated the charming streets, her excitement building with every step. The city's layout was a delightful maze of narrow streets and hidden gems. She could almost taste the rye bread, the fresh toppings, and the tangy sauces. The combination of flavors and textures was something she had never experienced before. Turning a corner, she stumbled upon a quaint cafe, its windows filled with plates of beautifully arranged smørrebrød. The sight was enough to make her stomach growl in anticipation. The aroma of freshly baked bread and pickled herring wafted into the street, beckoning her inside. It was an invitation she couldn't resist. This was it, her first authentic taste of Danish cuisine. She felt a thrill of excitement as she stepped through the door. As she stepped into the cozy cafe, a wave of anticipation washed over her. She knew that this was just the beginning of her culinary adventure in Copenhagen, and she couldn't wait to see what other delicious surprises awaited her. The cafe was alive with the gentle hum of conversation, a comforting background to the clinking of silverware and the occasional burst of laughter. The clinking of silverware added a rhythmic charm to the lively atmosphere. Anna took a seat by the window, eager to soak up the atmosphere. The soft light filtering through the glass painted a serene picture, making her feel instantly at home. The menu, a testament to Danish culinary creativity, featured a dizzying array of smørrebrød options. Each item seemed to tell a story of tradition and innovation. There were classic combinations like pickled herring with onions, a staple that promised a burst of tangy and salty flavors, and creamy smoked salmon with dill, a pairing that evoked the freshness of the sea. More adventurous choices included roast beef with remoulade, a rich and savory delight, and crispy pork belly with apple slices, a combination that balanced the richness of the meat with the sweetness of the fruit. Anna, overwhelmed by the delicious possibilities, decided to sample a few different varieties. Her excitement grew as she imagined the flavors she was about to experience. She opted for a classic pickled herring smørrebrød, enticed by its tangy flavor. The promise of a traditional taste was too tempting to resist. Next, she chose a vibrant beetroot salad with horseradish, intrigued by the earthy and spicy combination. The bright color of the beets was as inviting as the flavors they promised. Finally, She couldn't resist the creamy smoked salmon with fresh dill, a classic for a reason. The thought of the smooth, smoky fish paired with the aromatic dill was irresistible. As she waited for her order, she observed the other patrons, their faces lit up with culinary satisfaction. The shared joy of good food created a warm, communal atmosphere. The smørrebrød arrived, each one a miniature work of art. The presentation was as delightful as the anticipation of tasting them. The pickled herring, glistening on its bed of buttered rye bread, was a burst of salty and tangy flavors. The rye bread added a hearty, earthy base that complemented the herring perfectly. It was a taste of the sea, balanced by the sharpness of the onions and the brininess of the capers. Each bite was a harmonious blend of flavors. The beetroot salad provided a refreshing contrast, the sweetness of the beets enhanced by the creamy horseradish sauce. It was a delightful dance of sweet, earthy, and spicy notes. The vibrant colors and bold flavors made it a standout choice. Each bite a new discovery. Finally, Anna took a bite of the smoked salmon smørrebrød. The rich, smoky flavor of the salmon was perfectly complemented by the creamy dill sauce. The smoky flavor of the salmon paired perfectly with the creamy dill sauce and the refreshing crunch of cucumber. It was a symphony of textures and tastes, a testament to the simple elegance of Danish cuisine. Each bite was a revelation, a delicious exploration of fresh local ingredients. The variety and quality of the smørrebrød showcased the best of Danish culinary traditions. Each ingredient was carefully chosen, highlighting the importance of freshness and locality in Danish cuisine. Anna, completely enamored with her first taste of smørrebrød, knew that this was just the beginning of her Danish culinary adventure. She couldn't wait to explore more of the flavors and traditions that Denmark had to offer. Anna's journey continued beyond the bustling streets of Copenhagen, leading her to the picturesque Danish countryside. The rolling hills and serene landscapes were a stark contrast to the urban hustle, offering a peaceful retreat. She was warmly welcomed by a local family, eager to share their cherished culinary traditions. Their smiles and open arms made her feel instantly at home, a testament to the renowned Danish hospitality. The aroma of roasting pork, sweet and savory, filled the air, drawing her into the heart of the home. The kitchen was alive with the sounds of cooking, a symphony of sizzling and bubbling that promised a feast to come. This was the essence of Danish hospitality, a celebration of food, family, and tradition. The family gathered around the table, their faces glowing with anticipation and joy. Anna felt honored to be a part of this special occasion. She knew that sharing a meal was more than just eating. It was about connecting with people and understanding their way of life. The dining table, set with rustic charm, overflowed with traditional Danish fare. Each dish was prepared with love and care, reflecting the family's deep-rooted culinary heritage. The centerpiece was flæskesteg, crispy pork roast with crackling skin, a staple of Danish cuisine. Its golden exterior promised a delightful crunch, while the tender meat inside awaited to be savored. Accompanying the succulent pork were bowls of rodkål, sweet and tangy red cabbage, and fluffy mounds of caramelized potatoes. These side dishes were not just accompaniments, but essential parts of the meal, each bringing its own unique flavor. The aroma alone was enough to make Anna's mouth water. The mingling scents of roasted meat, sweet cabbage, and buttery potatoes created an irresistible invitation to the feast. She couldn't wait to dig in and experience the warmth and comfort of this traditional Danish feast. The anticipation made each moment more special as she prepared to taste the fruits of the family's labor. The flæskesteg, cooked to perfection, was a revelation. Each slice revealed layers of juicy meat, perfectly seasoned and cooked to a tender finish. The skin, golden and crispy, crackled satisfyingly with each bite. It was a textural delight, contrasting beautifully with the softness of the meat. The meat, tender and juicy, melted in her mouth, infused with the flavors of herbs and spices. Each bite was a testament to the family's culinary skills and the rich traditions they upheld. The rodkål, sweet and tangy, cut through the richness of the pork, adding a refreshing contrast. Its vibrant color and bold flavor were a perfect complement to the savory meat. The caramelized potatoes, soft and buttery, were the perfect accompaniment, their sweetness enhancing the savory flavors of the meal. They added a comforting, homey touch to the feast. But it wasn't just the food that made the meal so special. The laughter and warmth of the family created an atmosphere of joy and togetherness. It was the warmth of the family, their laughter and stories that transformed the dinner into a true celebration of Danish culture. Each story shared was a window into their lives, their history, and their traditions. Anna, embraced by their hospitality, felt a deep connection to the food and the people. She realized that this meal was more than just sustenance. It was a bridge to understanding and appreciating Danish culture. This was more than just a meal. It was a glimpse into the heart of Danish traditions. The food, the stories, and the shared moments all painted a vivid picture of the Danish way of life. As she savored each bite, she knew that this experience would stay with her long after she left the countryside. The flavors, the warmth, and the memories would linger, a lasting testament to the beauty of Danish hospitality and tradition.